Dynamo Rollers, Splat Rollers, and Carbon Rollers. There are many different rollers in Splatoon, and with all these different rollers, it can be kind of hard to just figure out which one's the best. Well, today I am going to discuss that. I'm going to be taking an in-depth look into all these different rollers that are in Splatoon, and I'm going to figure out which one is the best. Let's get to it! Okay, I'm just going to talk about the Dynamo Roller first, just to get it out of the way, because, well, let's just take a look at it. I don't know, man. Look at it. The biggest con to the Dynamo Roller is the speed, or lack thereof. I mean, look at it! Look! Now, there are both pros and cons to the Dynamo Roller, one of which is that it does a lot of ink coverage. The Dynamo Roller does an excellent job with this. The Splat Roller and the Carbon Roller cannot compete with the Dynamo Roller when it comes to this. It's also extremely powerful. One swing of this thing will send your enemies straight to the pearly gates. It's especially effective when you're up at a higher level and your enemies are down at a lower level. But the speed? I don't know, man. Even if you pick clothing that has tons of speed enhancer, you're still going at a rather slow speed. It even slows down your swimming, and that's not good, especially if you're trying to run away from something like a bomb or missile or whatever else that's trying to kill you. Now, if you're really determined on using the Dynamo Roller, I recommend using it as an ambush weapon. Because since this thing has such a slow attack speed, you don't really have a whole lot of reaction time to, slay your enemies. So the way I recommend using this is hiding in the ink and swimming up to your enemies and slaying them when they least expect it. But really, in the end, I don't really recommend this weapon. I don't really have the patience for it. I mean, because you have all these other weapons you can use, and they're a lot better than the Dynamo Roller, so I don't really have anything else to say other than NEXT! The Splat Roller, yes. If you're a rookie player who wants to move on from their Splattershot Junior, I say the Splat Roller is the way to go. It's a little bit slower compared to the Carbon Roller, which I will get to in a minute, but it's a lot faster compared to the Dynamo Roller. The one con that I do have about this is that there's a slight pause with the attack speed. You will notice that when you use this thing that before the ink actually slings out, you will be kind of frozen for a split second. But it's not as prominent as it is, or noticeable as it is with the Dynamo Roller. The Dynamo Roller, you're just like... But other than that, it's a pretty good weapon, I say. There are many different versions to it as well. You get the Koto Splat Roller, which was just released. You got the original Splat Roller. Let's see, I got the Crack-On Splat Roller. Those Krakens, they are extremely OP. Unless you're on a grate or a net, then not so much. But anyways, since a lot of things I mentioned about the Splat Roller are somewhat similar to what I mentioned with the Dynamo Roller, I think I'll just move on and just say, NEXT! Alright people, this is it. This is the one here. This is the roller that I fell in love with when I started playing Splatoon. I swear to God, I love this thing. The Carbon Roller is a lightning fast weapon, unlike the other rollers where there's a bit of a delay. Or a lot of a delay. I'm looking at you, Dynamo Roller. But the Carbon Roller, you don't have to worry about that. You know, in a fast-paced game like Splatoon, you really need a fast-paced weapon to match, and the Carbon Roller is the perfect weapon for this. There are a couple of downsides to the Carbon Roller, one of which is that you can't run over your enemies like you can with the Splat Roller and the Dynamo Roller, but that's not really that big of a deal. After all, you can always swat them like flies. Also, the stripe of ink that it puts down isn't as wide compared to the Splat Rollers and the Dynamos. But again, this isn't that big of an issue either. Well, there you have it. The Carbon Roller. Best roller in Splatoon ever, hands down. No competition. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a thing or two from it. If you have any suggestions on what I should talk about next, leave them down in the comments below. I will definitely take note of it. I will see you again next time. Bye.